So, computing environment is totally incomplete without encryption. Basically, encryption has the two types. First one is symmetric encryption, and second one is asymmetric encryption. So, today we'll talk about asymmetric encryption, which is also known as a public key. Basically, there are two keys. First one is public key and second one is private key. Actually, both are interconnected to each other. Public key is used to encrypt the data, whereas if a recipient wants to decrypt the message, they must use their private key. As every coin has their two aspects, same as asymmetric encryption has both the pros and cons. Okay, so have a look on its pros. First one is it enables message authentication. Actually, it allows the use of digital signature which help the receiver to confirm that messages actually came from the particular sender. Second one is convenient. It is a very convenient way. It helps to solve the concern of distribution by the encrypted keys, where everyone publishes the public key and private key is secret. The third one is non-repudiation possible. Actually, let me tell you that digital signed messages is like a physical signed document. So, it is quite equivalent to acknowledging the message so that sender cannot disprove it. And one more important advantage of it is that it can detect tampering. It can discover any kind of scam happening in the process. Digital signatures in the public key encryption allow message recipient to verify that modification has been occurred in transit. So if any kind of modification occurred in it, one can easily know in this method. Okay, so this is all with the advantages of it. Now let's talk about its darker side. First of all, it is a very slow process. Actually, it is quite slow as compared to symmetrical encryption. And also, it is not suitable for decrypting large messages. So, if someone wants to decrypt their large messages, this method is not for them. Okay, so let's move to the next disadvantage. So, its public key is not authenticated. That means it is not certified. Basically, nobody knows for sure that the public key belongs to the person they specify. That is, user have to make sure that their public key belongs to them. So let's talk about its another disadvantage, which is that there are irreversible risk of losing the private key. That means if you lose your private key, your received messages will not be decrypted. You will not be able to decrypt any of the messages if you lose your private key. Next one is this can lead to widespread security breaches. In this method, there are a lot of security breaches that may happen. That means once the attacker identifies your private key, they can read all of your messages. So if they get all of your messages in any way,